Let's get ourselves connected. Gotta get yourself connected.
Well, after a hard day at the office, the last thing you want to do when you come home is do chores.
Do you actually do chores?
I've heard about them. Maybe one day I'll do some more. But we're going to have a look at some robots that help do chores, robotic vacuum cleaners. And this is kind of a cool thing because, you know, for years I've been asking, where are the flying cars? Well, there are no flying cars yet, really, but there are robotic vacuum cleaners, and they actually kind of work now.
Well, you know, the thing that I find amazing here is that these are just not gimmicky kind of toys. You know, you've seen the sort of beer cooler that, you know, you drive into. Well, that's not a toy either, really.
No, that's important.
But these robots are amazing. They really, you know, iRobot's been doing this for a number of years. The Roomba, you know, we saw it several years ago when it first made its first appearance. But they are true robotics happening here, and this is where it's starting, you know, with the vacuum cleaners. But it won't be long before these things are doing other things in your house, possibly even
like intelligent beer coolers.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming to you. You know, this is pretty good because you know, I've looked at these Roombas for a few years now, and when the first ones came out, I thought, you know, they're okay, but these things are getting pretty smart, and they actually work now.
They actually work now, yeah. So should we put this thing in action? Sure.
So we've got two models here. We've got the Roomba and also the Scooba. We'll start with the Roomba. This is a vacuum cleaner, and you can see right now it's on its docking station, and this is the station that you would plug into the wall and charges the unit.
Yeah, and the one cool thing, and we might even get to show this here, is that it will, once it's done its cleaning, whether you send it off on a 1-minute job or a 1-hour job or an all-day job, it'll actually make its way back to its docking station to recharge.
So how do you start this thing here? You hit the clean?
Yeah, hit the clean button. Here we go.
Oh.
See you later, little buddy.
And there it goes.
And there it goes, yeah. So it's got a vacuum cleaner underneath it, and it also has a little swifter on the side, so what it does is it knocks dirt into the center of the unit itself. I'm sure it'll return back here in a couple minutes. But one cool thing is that it actually has the ability to navigate itself around corners.
Well, you see it's going right around the docking station.
Yeah,
right
so
now.
let it hit my foot here, and you'll see that it actually thought it was a wall because I have a long foot, but if it was the post of a chair, it'll work itself around in a complete circle and underneath all these things, so it'll get to all those crevices, because that was one of my concerns with it, is, well, as soon as it gets into sort of a corner, it hits something, it's going to miss a whole area, but the point is that it'll actually work its way around all those interesting little corners.
I love the scheduling function because this is a great way to terrify your cats when you're not home. You can schedule this thing like an hour after you leave to come out and start cleaning the carpet. Hopefully it survives, you know, the cats and the dogs.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing we should mention is it actually comes with 2 of these devices as well, and one of them's it's got 2 different modes on it, but essentially it allows you to create a virtual wall. While I have this thing on, if I set it in a pathway that we don't want the robot to go in, once it hits that wall, it'll see it and it won't go across that line. So that's actually really important, because if you have something like a staircase, the room is not smart enough to figure out how to do stairs yet.
You'd be going through a lot of Roombas if you didn't have that.
But it's also got another feature on it which is called Lighthouse, and what the Lighthouse does is it actually extends the distance it is away from the charger. So again, if you want it to return home and eventually go back to its base,
turn it off.
Yeah, I wonder if you hit dock now, if it would know exactly where that thing is.
We'll find out.
I don't know how it could, because
oh, check it out. Oh, here it comes. Check that out.
Check that out.
That's robotics.
That is robotics out there. Seriously.
Awesome. The Scooba is essentially a robotic mop. So it's got the tank in here. You basically take this component out and you fill it up with water and cleaning solution, or white wine vinegar, they say as well. That'll help clean things. This particular one's not as smart as this one. It doesn't have the whole docking station and scheduler. But, you know, again, if you've got a lot of laminate floor or hardwood floor, this is a great little unit, or linoleum as well. So you basically hit the power on and then hit clean, and away it goes. And this one here comes with a power cord as well, so you essentially plug this into the wall. And this here again is scrubbing the floor. So you can see on the bottom here. Nope, see it stops once it's picked up, which is a great safety feature. So
yeah, but you can see right down on the bottom there, we've got some soapy water on there, and it's actually scrubbing that. And it's got little bristles again for the nice wash.
So overall, you know, we've had a chance to check these out. I would actually say these are ready for prime time.
Absolutely, yeah. You can get these for small apartments. You know, the big house, it'd be hard to imagine doing a whole house because I think the battery charge on it was, you know, around 4 hours or so before it needs to recharge itself. But again, if it makes its way back to its dock, it can be off to the races a couple hours later.
Robots. I love robots.
Let's get that dirt picked up.
If you're looking to keep your office clean the George Jetson way, you should also check out these cleaning robots.